Hello, my name is Rob and I am the lead technician with AnnounceMyMove and AnnounceMyListing. And today I'm going to show you a solution to the request that we are getting by some of our agents to have HTML email as a distribution option for our announcements. Currently, our announcements are all online, and there are many reasons for this, including the fact that when you have a web page like you see here, there's a lot more functionality that you can do that you cannot do in email. For example, you'll see that the images are scrolling through on a slideshow. We can also embed video, and we can embed driving directions and maps and other tools that can be embedded into a web page. Also, we have many different commands and tools which include viewing a virtual tour and mapping a property and links to our other pages that we want people to come to see, and of course our LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter links up at the top. So there is a lot of different hyperlinks and tools embedded on our web page which cannot be duplicated in an email format. Additionally, HTML email has a tendency to be blocked by spam filters. Sometimes the pictures don't show up, and there are other functional issues with email. So as a company, we have decided when we first launched not to offer HTML email as an option, and instead we have a banner which says just listed or we're moving or whatever the option is that you've chosen, and we send it as an HTML banner, just a small little JPEG image that when that user, the recipient of the email, clicks on that banner, they're taken to this announcement, and of course the announcement is now live on the internet so that they can interact with our tool. So we specifically avoided having HTML email when we first created the company. However, many agents are used to seeing announcements like this in email, and they want to be able to duplicate what they're seeing out in the marketplace. So what we're going to do is provide you with a solution to how you can do that as well until we can actually create a more permanent option for you. So what I wanted to show you is what the email actually kind of looks like. And what you'll see here is an email that I created, and you'll notice that it was just the announcement that we were just on, and it's now embedded into email. And of course, as I mouse over on some of these hyperlinks, you'll see that the hyperlinks are taking us back to the live announcement. So what I wanted to do is to show you how I created this so that you can duplicate my efforts. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the announcement that we want to be able to send. And then I'm going to pick a picture that I want to be able to show, and I'm going to then pause the slideshow. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to get this positioned the way I want it. So let me just move this up a little bit so you can see this whole thing. Okay, so now I have the announcement the way that I want it to look. And what I'm going to do now is do what's called a screenshot. And a screenshot can be done by clicking on, for Windows users, can be done by clicking on Control, Alt, and then Print Screen. If you're an Apple user, you're going to use the command plus Shift plus the number 3, and that will do a screenshot as well. What a screenshot is it just took a picture of our desktop, and now it's stored in memory. So what we need to do is to take that image that's stored in memory and put it somewhere in a document, like a Word document, or in our case, an email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new email, and I'm going to just put the word text here. I'll get to that in just a second. And then I'm going to hit a couple enters because this is where I want the picture to be inserted. I'm going to put some leader text in here, a message to my friends and family, followed by the image, which is right where this cursor is now, followed by my signature line. So what I've done now is I position my cursor where I want the image to be placed. And now I'm going to go ahead and paste that. To paste, in Windows users, you'll hit Control V, or if you're more comfortable with it, you can right-click the mouse and go down to paste. Now I am using Microsoft Office, and so therefore I have Microsoft Outlook as my email client. Your email may be a little bit different. You may be using Gmail or another email client. So unfortunately, I can't support all of the different variations of email that's out there. So I'm going to do my best to show you in Outlook how you can do what I'm doing. But the rules may be a little bit different for you if you're not using Outlook. Now you'll notice with this image with Outlook is I can go in and edit it. Now if you don't use Outlook, you can edit this image, by the way, by inserting it into Word, and then from Word, cutting and pasting the revised image. What I'm going to show you now is how you can crop this image so it looks a little bit cleaner. As you can see, it's cut off the top of the browser window, and then down at the bottom it's got a little bit of my desktop there. So I want to clean this image up, and I can go in and crop this image. Cropping means you're going to cut out the different, resize this image and make it look a little different by cutting out some of the stuff you don't want to see. Now the way I did that is I clicked on the image and my photo tool popped up. Now again, if you don't use Outlook, you can duplicate what I'm doing right now by inserting the announcement into Word. In Word or Publisher, which are all Microsoft Office tools, very easily allow you to crop images. If you don't use a Microsoft Office tool, you can use some sort of other photo editor to crop the image. Once the image is then cropped and resized, you could insert it into the email. But I'm doing it all right now in Outlook. So if you use Outlook, what you do is you insert the picture, go up here to the crop tool, and now I'm going to just pull in the corners and resize this a little bit, and you'll see that now it's getting rid of the stuff that I don't want. So I'm going to go down here to the end, and I'm going to resize this as well. Okay, and so now we have a nice looking image embedded into our email. What I need to do now, if you'll notice that none of the functions, as I mentioned before, this is a static image. None of the functions are actually working. You can't click on the Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all these other links here. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to want the traffic to come to the live web page. So to do that, what I want to do is I want to cut and paste the URL, the web address for the announcement, and hyperlink that in our email. So what I'm doing right now is I'm highlighting the URL string and I'm copying it. And again, the shortcut to do that is Control-C, or you can right-click on your mouse and click on Copy. I now have this stored in memory, and I'm going to go back into the email. Now, to hyperlink an image using Outlook, it's very simple. You click on the image, and you go up to Insert. And in Insert, it gives you an option to hyperlink. I'm going to click on that option, and then down here where it says Address, I'm going to paste the address. And again, you can do that by clicking on Control-V, and that will insert the address into this field. I hit OK, and now this image has been hyperlinked. Now what I'm also going to do is write a little message to my friends here. Okay, obviously you can use your own judgment on what text you want to put here, but what we want to be able to do is have a hyperlink so that the viewer of this email can come to the online version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hyperlink this text right here. And again, what I just did is I highlighted the text. I'm going to go into Insert, and I'm going to go into Hyperlink, and I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did for the photo. I'm going to hit Control-V, paste the URL, and hit OK. And you'll see now that this has been hyperlinked. So let me show you what the finished version is. Of course, at this point, what I'm going to do, by the way, before I show you the finished version, is I'm going to go in and I'm going to choose who I'm going to send this announcement to, and I'm going to write a subject line. So let me show you what the finished version looks like. Well, let's jump ahead a little bit. So this is what the finished version looks like, and you'll notice that these items are hyperlinked. So if the user comes in and clicks on it, what's going to happen now is that the browser is going to open, and it's going to take them to the live announcement. So that way, you've redirected traffic from the static email to this dynamic web page. Well, that concludes my presentation. Again, it's very easy to do this once you understand how to do it. It's really not that difficult. However, if you have any questions on this or need a little bit more training, please email us at help@announcemymove.com and we'll walk you through it. Thank you and have a great day.